Okay, here we go. So here's the new roadmap. Okay, so they got, thank you, Behavior, an FOP slider. Mwah. So I'm a Huntress main, and us Darvin made a video saying that, you know, Shadowborn was like, he couldn't even rank the perk because some people say it's God mode, some people say it's not. And I'm like, I watched this video, I go buy Shadowborn, I throw it on my Huntress. The amount, I hit like, I can't even, like, I hit so many more hatchets with Shadowborn. Never came off my Huntress ever since because I hit so many more hatchets. Just the 15 FOV increase from 87 to what 103, 105. It's just it's great. It's great. But yeah, so thankfully they're adding an FOV slider, so I get to have a fourth perk again, like one that it's not just an FOV increase. And then they got a solution for 3-genning, which a lot of killers are upset about, but 3-genning is just so boring to me. I really don't care that much about winning, in all honesty. It's like, I've had so many games where I could have 3-genned and possibly won, like most likely won, but it's like, dude, who wants to do that? I would rather it be a 4-man escape and the survivors be teabagging me at the exit gate and moving on to the next game instead of me bouncing back and forth between 3-gens, kicking them every 5 seconds, and slowly but surely killing everybody. Like, it's just a nightmare. I was actually a big fan of the anti-face camp mechanic too, because there's a lot of games where I gave up on myself and I would just camp. And I'm like, oh, game's over. There's 2 gens left, 2 are 99. Might as well sit here. And, you know, there were some games where I'm like, fuck it, let's go for it. And I would swing it and clutch up the whole game. And now the anti-face camping mechanic forces me to try to clutch up the game. So I was a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of the anti-3-gen because it's like, it's forcing me to become a better killer. I don't have an option, okay? I can't play it safe and stick to my one little kill, you know what I mean? Then we got killer updates. So these are bigger updates to the Onryo, the Hillbilly, and the Blight's add-ons. Just the add-ons, okay? Not anything Blight related. The Onryo is going to be interesting. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Maybe something to kind of make her a little bit stronger in certain areas and remove her condemned. Dude, her condemned playstyle, it's still bad. It's still very boring to go against. It's just, oh my god, it's a nightmare. And it's like, yeah, just hold the tape. That counters it. Well, not really, because if you're playing solo queue, which is what I do most of the time, you'll have one survivor who's tweaking about a single stack of condemned, and they're like throwing 30 tapes into TVs over and over. It's like, oh my god. And then they bring the add-on where you have to go to a certain TV, and you know they know pretty much exactly what TV it's going to be, so they TP to it, and it's just like, ugh. So I can't wait to see her rework. Hillbilly's getting a rework, or an update, not a rework. But I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with him. I don't know, people say he's really, really, really weak, and he is for sure on indoor maps, but like, dude, I play him, and I can pretty much pull a 4K every time. I really don't think he's that bad, honestly. Like, honestly, I don't know. But I'm interested to see what's coming for him. We also got the Blight's add-ons. It's about time, bro. The Blight is, oh my god, man. He's so crazy. He's so fun to play, but man, Adrenaline Vial, Alk Ring, Compound 33, you know, just crazy stuff. Doing the Blighted Crow and the Blighted Rat together, it's just insane. He's so strong, and he uses pop so well, pain res so well. He uses everything just to the max, and it's like, this dude, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. He definitely needs this. He definitely needs this rework. Then we got perk updates. Say the best for last is getting nerfed, I would assume. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. I don't really use it that much, except for when I'm playing demo or, dude, who else do I use it on? Demo, and dude, do I only use it on demo? Oh, demo and Nemesis. That's who I use it on. Even then, I'm not a big fan. It is nice though, having like an 80% cooldown, or 60 or 40, whatever the hell it is, I forget. But so I don't really care about it getting nerfed, to be honest. Grim Embrace gotta be getting a buff. Gotta be. It does nothing, man. It does nothing. 45 seconds of all gens blocked. The survivors hide the whole time. I've used it so many times trying to get value out of it, and I just can't. I can't find anybody in 45 seconds. I actually had a perk rework video where I thought there's 2 ways they could fix it. They can make it, first of all, it should be 60 seconds minimum 60 seconds, and they can make it to where you could, or they could leave it 45 and make it to where you get it twice a game. But I think the best is to make it 45 seconds, you get it twice a game, or 60 seconds, you get it once a game. But they make it to where it's, you get to choose when to use Grim Embrace. So you get your 4 stacks, because, I mean, let's be honest, you have to hook each survivor one time. That's already putting you as a killer at a disadvantage, so it needs to be stronger than what it is now. So I think you hook each survivor one time, and then at any point throughout the match, you press G for Grim Embrace, and all generators are blocked for 60 seconds. That would be perfect. There's 1 gen left, the gen's 99, you see the survivor working on it, boom, Grim Embrace. Now you got a minute to try and make something happen, and I think that would be perfect. That would be perfect. Quick Gambit's getting a rework. I can't even fathom how they're going to rework that, to be honest. I have no idea. Shadowborn, Monitor, and Abuse, obviously getting reworks because of the FOV slider. Very interested to see how they go. There's a lot of really good ideas on like Reddit and stuff for potential reworks for them. Then we got an update to the status effect Mangled. So, are they nerfing Mangled? Since they gutted health kits, they might be nerfing Mangled. I'm interested to see what they would do with it because Hemorrhaged is pretty much a useless status effect in my honest opinion. I think they could just remove Hemorrhage from the game, in all honesty. It doesn't hurt anything, but it doesn't add anything. It's just, you know, just like the Huntress has the begrimed head and the rusted head. One inflicts Hemorrhage and Mangled, and I just picked the green one or the purple one. They're literally interchangeable for me. You got a perk update to Sloppy Butcher, so that's obviously because Mangled's going to be getting changed. So I assume they're nerfing Mangled, otherwise they wouldn't nerf, or otherwise they wouldn't rework Sloppy Butcher, because Sloppy Butcher just does Mangled and Hemorrhage. Hemorrhage already isn't strong. Mangled is decently strong. So I'm assuming they're going to nerf Mangled, and then they're going to completely redo Sloppy Butcher. Then we got killer tweaks for Hag, Pig, Huntress, Demo, Clown, and Doctor. Something interesting to note that in the kill rates for all those killers listed on Dead by Daylight's own website, they're the lowest kill rate killers in the game. Hag, Pig, Huntress, Demo, Clown, Doctor, all the lowest kill rate, some of the lowest kill rate killers in the game. Huntress, out of all these killers, Huntress is actually one of the lowest kill rate killers of all time in all MMRs and top 5% MMR. So I think the killer tweaks are interesting. Some might be nerfs, some might be, you know, pluses. In the last video I covered, Penis was going through answering. They're going to be changes to base kit for each killer and add-ons for some of the killers. It's not going to be a whole update like Trickster was like a week ago, but it's going to be some changes here and there. It would be nice to see if they, me as a Huntress main, it would be nice if they made her not, she's the most map dependent killer in the game. Honestly, either they make it to where, I don't know, her hatchet holding speed's 80% instead of 70, or maybe make her 115. And I know people are going to freak out and say that that's crazy, but honestly, unless they get rid of all the indoor maps, like if they make her 115 and make her hatchet holding speed 80, all of a sudden, indoor maps are no problem for her anymore. But right now, indoor maps are a huge problem as Huntress mains. If you get an indoor map, your power is gutted very significantly. If you get any of the Bad Hand maps, your power is gutted pretty heavy. Some of the McMillan Estate maps with the low tree lines to where you can't really do arc shots, guts your power a decent amount. So we'll see what they do. I'm thinking they're going to be smaller changes. It would be nice to see a rework to Soldier's Pootie and the Eerie Head and some of her other add-ons just to make them more interesting. But we'll see where they go with that. Then they got Bloodweb improvements. They did specify what it was going to be. Make it to where if you have one person prestiged Survivor Killer, then you can auto buy for every other Survivor Killer, which will be nice. But please, Behavior, I'm begging you. Make it to where I can save up 2 million blood points. I can make a priority list. Okay, priority number 1, Infantry Belt. Priority number 2, Glowing Concoction. Priority number 3, Venomous Concoction. Priority number 4, Iridescent Head. And then I can just click a button and it buys all 50 levels. It prioritizes all the ones I want in order. And you guys, trust me, you guys have done a lot to make the Bloodwebs better. But man, it still takes a minute. It still takes a minute. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we got more perk updates. Ultimate Weapon and Decisive Strike. Obviously, Ultimate Weapon's getting a nerf. I never used it. I just don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it. It needed a nerf, honestly. Decisive Strike is getting a buff. There's no way it's getting a nerf. I think it could be fine if it goes back to 4 to 5 seconds. I think 4 seconds would probably be the sweet spot. 5 seconds wouldn't be bad, though. As long as it goes, you lose it when you work on a gen, you heal somebody, or the exit gates are powered. I think that would be fine. And then the killer update is the Twins. The Twins are getting an update, a full rework, from what I know, and we'll just have to see how that goes. They've been needing it for a while. People were saying, what, no Freddy, no Shape, no Night updates, and Peanut said this is just for the first half of the year, and these are just some of the things listed. They didn't list everything, so there's more changes, more things in the future, but this is just the quality of life updates for the first half of the year. So yeah, that does it for this one. I'm very interested, very hopeful to see where this goes. Very interested to see what they're going to do with the Huntress and what they're going to see to do with some of these person. Thank you, Behavior, for the FOV slider. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I can take Shadowborn off. Unless they make it crazy. How about for the new effect for Shadowborn, you make it to where anytime you look at a survivor, they're instantly sacrificed. Now that... Not good.